goes, I see they trying to copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, chillax, chillax.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League. Got EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gun. 22!
On second down, Freeman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
22!
From the gun on third down, Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's complete. Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Dante Fowler. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, gun. 11. Go! Hey, Strickland.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Hey, let's go!
Now Ryan on first down. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Back to throw, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Deion Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A shotgun snap for Goff. Flush to his right. He's going to and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
And here now come the Falcons. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back home, it's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. To throw on 2nd down is Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
66.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And back onto the field now comes Devontae Freeman. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
22!
Now Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Samson Abuka. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Ryan. And he's going to go down again. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now on 2nd down, this is good. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He sets to fire deep and got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. the gun, here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
From the red zone now, Goff escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
76, go on. 76. 76.
To the air again. Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7.
Super 66.
Goff throwing again. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Deion Jones in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Drops it off for Coleman. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
39.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Sitting with a grab over the middle. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Back now here on EA Sports.
Let's go. 20, 20. Hey, gun. Hey, south. Let's go.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Let's go. Let him go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. 2nd and 10, Goff again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Orange.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Flushed out right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's Ryan. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, Tuesday. Gun. 39.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
21.
From the shotgun, Ryan escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, here's Goff. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Intentional grounding, offense.
Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Well, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Flushed out right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there at 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. Still going. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
11.
Now Ryan on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing again. Ryan. Flush to his right. Jones breaking from the contact. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Ryan wants to throw it. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Gun. Let's go. Back 25. Right there.
From the gun, Ryan. And this will be